Hey guys and welcome back. In today's video we'll be discussing another popular SQL problem, so let's get right into it. Now we have two tables, project table and employee table. So let's look at each of the tables schemas. Now we'll start with the project table. Now project table has two columns, project ID and employee ID, each of type int. Project ID, employee ID is the primary key of this table. Employee ID is a foreign key to employee table. Each row of this table indicates that the employee with employee ID is working on the project with project ID. Next we have the employee table. Now employee table has three columns. Employee ID of type int, name of type varchar, experience years of type int. Employee ID is the primary key of this table. It's guaranteed that experience years is not null. Each row of this table contains information about one employee. Now we are asked to construct a SQL query that reports the average experience years of all the employees for each project, rounded to 2 digits. Return the result table in any order. So let's take a look at the tables. So here we have the project table. We have the project ID and the employee ID. Now we can see that for the first project, this is the employee working on this project. Similarly, this employee is also working on the first project. This employee is also working on the first project. So that is what this table indicates. Next, we have the employee table, which contains the employee information and the years of experience. Now this is the output that we are expected to get. Now let's look for project 1. So the average experience years for the first project is 3 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 3. Now the reason why it's that way, because if you look at the example tables, now in the employee table you can see that Khalid, whose employee ID is 1, works on first project and he has an average and his experience is 3 years. Similarly, Ali also works on the first project, 2 years of experience. Then John also works in project 1 with 1 year of experience. So we take the average of these numbers and then we get 2. So the same procedure is followed for the remaining values as well. So I hope you've understood the problem statement, and now we'll go ahead and construct the SQL query. So let's start constructing our query. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select I'm going to select all the columns from the employee table and all the columns from the project table. Now I'll specify the tables here. Employee as A, so I'm going to perform an inner join on the project table, where I'll give the alias as B on A.employee ID equals B.employee ID. So let's run the query. Alright, so if we look here, we have the employee ID, name and the experience years, and we can see that these are the projects that they're mapped to. Actually, let me just take the project ID. That will make things way easier. Yeah, so we have the employee ID, the name, the experience years, and the project that they work on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this within a CTE as alright. Now I'm going to write the final part of the query, which is select project ID comma average, round average of experience years as average years from CTE, and I'm going to group it by the project ID. Alright, so let's run the query. So I made a mistake here. To CTE as, my apologies. Let's run the query. Alright, okay. So I'm gonna order it by the project ID. Now let's run the query. Alright, so we can see that this is the expected output, and this is the output that we've got. So I hope that you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again in the next one.